things from here. Thank you. Your Majesty, dinner, as requested. Tonight is duck, slowly roasted with apples, onions, and an assortment of aromatics, with a side of fresh salad made with spring herbs to celebrate the turning of the season, with a light vinaigrette. As always, there's a side of bread as well. To drink, I've brought you a glass of rose tea to help with cleansing the palate. You're very welcome, miss. Is there anything else you would like? I'm sorry? No, it's no problem. I'm just, a bit taken aback by you asking me to stay. I'm not complaining. I would never do something like that. It's just surprising. Usually you take your dinner alone when you're in the library. But if it's my company you want, I'm afraid I will need to step out and ask one of the other servants to take over the rest of my responsibilities. Well, your mother asked me to prune the bushes in the central garden. Your youngest brother wanted me to chase him around while he pretended to be a thief running through the castle. And your father needed me to assist him in ordering new supplies from a foreign trader. In addition, of course, to the other duties I have. Yes, I'm kept quite busy around here. May I step outside and let one of the maids know I will need to be replaced for the evening? Thank you, miss. I'll be staying here for a while. Let everyone know and find someone else to take over what needs to be done. Whatever doesn't get done this evening, I'll finish up tonight. So, if I may ask, what is it that you would like for me to do? A story while you eat? I'm afraid I'm not much of a storyteller, nor do I have that many stories to tell. As I'm sure you're aware, I haven't done very much with my life and have spent most of it here with you. Any story I have is simply recounting things you already know. The most I could do is tell you some childhood stories, but I'm not sure how interesting they would be. Not compared to the stories my brother could tell you. You're right. I shall let you be the judge of whether or not the stories are interesting. Is there anything in particular you would like to hear about? I see. I can tell you what it was like, sure. I suppose I can tell you about the time Are you sure you want me to sit with you? As you wish. I can start with the time I broke my leg. I did, yes, when I was 6. Well, my family, despite being nobility, still lived in the outskirts by the river, near the delta, rather than anywhere in the walls. Because of how remote we were, there wasn't much to do, so my brother and I spent a lot of time playing in the water. How familiar are you with that region? I see. On the southern side, where the house was, is a rather steep hill. My father built stairs that led down, but it wasn't uncommon for the two of us to slide down instead. This was especially true after rainfall, where it was slick and turned to mud. It was dangerous, yes, but we never cared or thought about the possible consequences. One day, though, after a particularly heavy rainfall, my brother went to go play by himself. As you know, he has a somewhat reckless nature. After a rain as heavy as that day's, I would never want to try and slide down, but when I heard him yell out, I knew he had done something dangerous. The stairs my father built were sturdy, but with the excessive rain from the year, the wood had started to rot. Worse yet, the parts that were stuck in the dirt loosened over time. As it turns out, he didn't try to slide down the mud, as he usually did, and instead he had used the stairs, and they broke out from under him. He had fallen through the wood and was hanging onto the railing. The drop wasn't serious, depending on how you land, but to someone so young, it felt like falling off a mountain. When he saw me, he yelled out for help. No one else was around, and I was the only one that could do anything. I told him I would do the only thing I could think of: break his fall. I slid down the hill, got under him, and told him to let go. I didn't distribute my weight very well, and the impact of him landing caused my leg to break in several places. Well, recovery was pretty swift. That's one of the benefits of living within the territory of the nation which leads the healing arts. Our parents didn't come back until nightfall, and because of where we were, neither of us could make it back up. That same night, a healer came and did what they could for both of us. Within a few days, our bodies were back to normal. But healers can only deal with issues of the body, not the mind. I don't mind telling you. I'm sure you don't remember, but you and I actually met a few years after that incident for the first time. It was at a dinner our family was attending. Your mother wanted you to mingle with the other children. One by one, you danced with the other boys, my brother included. Yeah, it's hard to forget someone that drops you. No, I wasn't one of them. I was off to the side, watching everything. You see, something changed that day. What exactly, I nor anyone else can explain, but it was like a flame inside was snuffed. I stopped going outside and I didn't speak much after that. It's like my leg wasn't the only thing that was broken, and despite my parents' efforts, nothing could repair it. Do I regret what? The envy I felt after that dinner was palpable. As embarrassing as it is to admit, I went to bed that night with tears in my eyes and feathers everywhere after I'd thrown my pillow around a few times. In the end, though, it seems that reaction was entirely unnecessary, considering everyone you danced with that night either fell in combat, married someone for politics, or is still in the race for your hand. Meanwhile, I get to spend every day seeing you, and have, tonight, even been given the opportunity to spend time with you as you have dinner. I'd say that despite not having any interesting tales to tell or prestigious awards, I was the one that came out on top in all this. Although maybe no one else would agree. You would. I see. You're very kind for thinking so. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at you, but rather the situation. How funny it is that part of what made those boys grow up into men of prestige was partly due to that dinner, and how well you got along with them. They wanted you. Had you danced with me that night, I probably wouldn't be here. Who knows? Probably some remote area, running around almost aimlessly with my own squadron, trying to make a name for myself, taking part in some useless war so that I could come back a hero, or not at all. That's right. Somehow I've managed to find my way here, with you, where you not only want my company, but have instructed me on several occasions to be more casual with you, much to everyone's dismay. I wonder what people would say if they found out you were having dinner with me. I suppose we'll have to keep this bit of a secret then. Just between us. I wouldn't want you getting punished just because you're being a little selfish. That's true. I would probably be cleaning out stables for quite a while. Do I believe what was fate? Perhaps. Although, if it was fate, it was a cruel way to get me here in this moment. Any sacrifice is worth it in the end, if it means I get to be valuable to you, Your Majesty. You're welcome. I'm glad I could keep you company while you ate. Is there anything else I can do for you? As you wish. I will return to my assigned duties then. If you think of anything else, do not hesitate to summon me.